What UVA basketball fans need to know about Louisville. Chris Graham here, Augusta Free Press. So, whatever you thought you knew about Louisville, that's the next opponent for UVA. I'm recording this on Friday, so tomorrow at 4 o'clock on ACC Network. You know nothing. I don't know anything. I know that the Louisville squad that beat North Carolina by double digits is all new guys. That's the first thing I know. Nine guys played in the game, 83-70 win for Louisville. Uh, Eight are transfers, one's a true freshman. All new guys. Welcome to college basketball 2025. So let's start with the forecast for this game. I use five different metrics when I review and preview games. All five have Louisville winning this game by between 1 and 4 points. Ken Palm, Louisville 66-64. Evan Maya, Louisville 69-65. Bart Torvik, Louisville 63-62. Haslametrics, Louisville 65-62. And ESPN's BPI has Louisville as a plus point 0.6 point favorite. So plus point 0.6 point favorite, yeah. So less than a point favorite. New players, new coach. The coach is new too. Pat Kelsey took two Winthrop teams to NCAA tournaments. Then he took Charleston to two NCAA tournaments. In fact, his last two teams going 58-12, uh, based in the CAA. He likes to play fast. Louisville is averaging 69.2 possessions per game, which is actually down from what he was at when he was at Charleston. So just keep in mind, he wants the game to go faster than what he's already doing. He also likes his team to jack up a lot of threes. Louisville averaging 32.0 three-point attempts per game. That's eighth nationally. It's a lot. They don't make many of them, less than 30%, 29.5%, ranking 334th, but they shoot more threes than twos. And the theory, obviously, is you just jack up a lot of threes and eventually someone will go in. So they could be a streaky team. The win over North Carolina, 83-70 on Wednesday. Previous game before that was a 2-point win over Eastern Kentucky last week. So, if the threes are raining, they can beat anybody. If they're not going in, they can lose to anybody, or at least play even a guarantee game really close, much closer than expected. The rotation, Kelsey will go with a four guard lineup roughly 40% of the time. That's, 15, 17 minutes a game. The guy getting the most minutes as a small ball four. That's where I'm going to start, not with the leading scorer, but the small ball four is a 6'6" Colorado transfer, Javon Hadley, averaging 10.1 points, 7.9 rebounds per game. So for a 6'6" guy playing the four, gets a lot of rebounds. And he did that at Colorado too. So he's a consistent guy in terms of being a smaller guy who can get some boards. And he's a better shooter from three than he's shown this season. Season only shooting 26.7%. He was a 41.7% shooter last year at Colorado. So you got to think that'll come around eventually. When Kelsey goes big, he'll have 6'11 senior Noah Waterman and 6'11 sophomore James Scott playing side by side. He'll start those two guys, but then he'll go four guard an awful lot, in between. But Waterman averages 7.7 points, 4.6 rebounds. Scott averages 6.6 points, 5.6 rebounds. And the thing about Scott that'll stand out to you, it was not a typo, so I'm not saying anything out loud that's wrong either. 84.8% from the field. 84.8%. Now, obviously, that means he gets a lot of shots at the rim. He's 33 of his 46 attempts this season are at the rim. He's 30 for 33 on those. He can finish. And in the paint, he's 9 for 11 on short jumpers. He shot two three-pointers this season for some reason. If you're that good around the rim, just do what you do. But anyway, you got to watch him on offensive rebounds, on back cuts and that kind of thing. Not necessarily a guy that's going to post you up, but he's going to be a guy that when it's in his hands and he's putting it up, it's going to probably go in. The backcourt is explosive. 6'2" senior Chucky Hepburn, 15.9 points, 5.4 assists a game. Shoots 47% from the field, 33.3% from three. Another 6'6" senior and JMU transfer. You might remember this name, Terrence Edwards, 14.1 points a game. And 6'2" senior Rain Smith, 13.4 points a game. Shoots 37.5% from three, does Smith there. So how does Virginia match up in this one? I mentioned Kelsey has been starting Waterman and Scott lately, even though he'll then go four guard a lot within the context of his game plan, his rotation plan. But for the Carolina game, he gave each good minutes. Waterman got 30, Scott got 25. So that still means, though, even when he's got Two other guys who get some time in the post. Connie Roots, a 6'8" freshman, and he got 10 minutes off the bench in the Carolina game, and then 6'10" senior Frank Anselm eBay got 4 minutes in that game. That's still point even in that game against a bigger Carolina team. Kelsey went with a four guard lineup only for about 11 minutes. That's going to have to be something to monitor. Ron Sanchez, UVA coach, had some success going three guard against four guard NC State on Tuesday in Virginia's 70-67 win. He got some good looks with the matchup disadvantage for 6'8" junior forward Elijah Saunders. Had 22 points in that game, 14 in the second half. He was 7 from 9 from the floor, 7 of 8 at the line. And when the looks were coming for him, and State had to adjust, that got some looks for the guys on the perimeter. The threes started falling. So that was because he was able to take advantage. Saunders was able to take advantage of his matchup at that four spot. Another thing to monitor is what Sanchez does at point guard. After benching Day Ames, after giving him 9 minutes in the win, no, not it was not an injury. We talked with Team AFP talked with a UVA basketball spokesperson after the game. It was a coach's decision. So we'll see if Ames is he's going to be available. He wasn't injured, but how much does he get used in this game coming up on Saturday? Sanchez decided to go with Andrew Rohde as his primary point guard and really a point guard by committee approach. Rohde had a good game, 11.7 assists, no turnovers in 36 minutes, went all 20 minutes in the second half. So it'll be curious to see what ends up happening as far as that goes. So, hey, we got it's a game in Charlottesville. We'll have live coverage from JPJ. I'll have that on the website, AugustaFreePress.com. You can follow me and what I'm looking for in the game in terms of the minutes, the matchups, four guard versus three guard. The one-on-one matchups, how Virginia's doing attacking the rim, getting open shots for three. You'll kind of get my thoughts. I'll try to, what you hopefully do, and a lot of people do follow these. I've seen the increase in numbers in recent weeks as I've been doing this new approach. But yeah, you can watch the game yourself, and then during the TV timeouts, I post every media timeout, I post an update. At halftime, I post an update, just to kind of help you see what I see. Um, so hopefully that helps. In any case, go to AugustaFreePress.com for that. And then, of course, after the game, we'll have all the post-game wrap you can possibly imagine.